So when Lenin finally takes over and he's the big cheese, he has to find a place for Stalin. Now, there's always a ministry, right, in all these communists. Ministry of this and ministry of that and ministry of this. And of course, everybody, all the guys who helped Lenin, all his right-hand men, they all wanted the big jobs. Stalin wanted a big job too. But they didn't want Stalin to have a big job. They wanted to kind of sideline Joseph Stalin. Just, look, let's give him a big job, but one that's not that important. So what did they make him? They made him general secretary. Now, it kind of means exactly what it sounds like. At least that's what it meant in the beginning. You see, while everyone else, this guy was in charge of the military, and this guy was in charge of the secret police, and this guy's in charge of the economy, Stalin, this guy, he's just the administrator. What does Stalin do? Oh, he just decides, what meetings we're going to have and who gets invited to the meeting and what the agenda items on the meeting are, who doesn't get invited to the meeting. And Joseph Stalin, as big of a scumbag as he is, possibly the most evil human being who ever lived, he was still a very cunning individual. Joseph Stalin didn't take the title of general secretary and say, oh man, these guys shafted me with a bad job. Joseph Stalin looked at it and thought, these idiots, they gave me the keys to the kingdom. You see, as being the head administrator, as being the de facto head of the Soviet Union's administrative state, Joseph Stalin understood that he actually had more power than all of them. And he eventually used that title and that power as general secretary to rise into being the most powerful person on the face of the planet. And they all kept up that title ever since. That's why, like I said, all the way up to Gorbachev, they were all general secretary. You see, the administrative state is not a small thing. It's not a side thing. It's not something we can deal with once we deal with taxes and spending and the border. The administrative state is everything. It's where the real power lies. Donald Trump was just president of the United States of America. President of the United States of America. Leader of the free world. And he had his 4-year administration kneecapped at every turn. By who, though? I mean, we like to point to Democrats, don't we? It's Democrats. It's Nancy Pelosi. It's Chuck Schumer. It was this guy, that guy. But the truth is, it wasn't Democrats, elected Democrats, who kneecapped Donald Trump's presidency. It wasn't elected Democrats who brought on the Mueller investigation. It wasn't really elected Democrats who enabled the impeachment of Donald Trump not once but twice. It was the administrative state. The administrative state is so powerful, it took the first 2 years of Donald Trump's presidency and they put handcuffs on him. The administrative state is so powerful that some no-name loser at the State Department can prompt a completely ridiculous impeachment of Donald Trump. The administrative state, the same one that had the FBI lining up with a SWAT team to take down very peaceful Roger Stone. Oh, and did I mention someone at the FBI managed to go ahead and get a hold of CNN first so it could all be televised. Jeffrey Clark, Peter Navarro, who we'll have on later on in the show, surrounded and taken down by the FBI. Why? Because of their association with Donald Trump. And January 6th, we'll have Julie Kelly, Nick Searcy on. Gretchen Whitmer, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, governor of Michigan. My word, did you hear about the kidnapping and assassination attempt? All the FBI, funded, planned, coordinated by the administrative state.
Don't miss Jesse Kelly Breaks History, The Forgotten Genocide, the first episode of a new series available now exclusively for First TV supporters. Visit the First TV app or thefirsttv.com to subscribe and start watching today.